Hello guys and welcome to Watching Time. Very quickly I will try to make a video as short as possible to talk about this brand that I hope most of you already know. It was under my radar between the new micro brands coming out for the last few years. They have been around for quite some time. They have several models that are very interesting, and I actually saw it on some of the YouTubers that were reviewing them in the USA. I have seen little about Borealis in Europe. I wish to have seen more. And they kindly lent me this Borealis BullShark for the review. So I wanted to share with you my impressions, my point of view. This is a watch that has a very strong inspiration from another watch. So that's probably clear for most of you that are watching this video. And if you are not or have not yet identified the watch that it is inspired from, it is actually a Rolex Submariner, the 6538. So for people that don't know what the 6538, it is actually one of the first Submariner interactions that has also been named as the Big Crown. Why? Because it doesn't have the crown covers that you usually find in a Submariner, but it has a big exposed crown. And that model in particular is also very famous for a film because it was the Submariner used by James Bond in the 70s. So it has kind of that film history. At the same time, it's famous because it is one of the first Rolex Submariners. And nowadays you find it vintage if you are lucky for thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think it closed in one of the latest auctions, and most probably you will find it with a tropical dial because in time it has changed to a more brown color. And if you guys don't remember exactly what model it is, well, I have it here. Well, not really, but the Tudor Blackway 58 inspiration is actually the 6538, and it's actually a perfect copy. Obviously this one is a little bit bigger, more or less in size, but it has the big crown, the same case of the Submariner 6538, and the same riveted stainless steel bracelet. So there you have it. Tudor once again beating the other companies, obviously on copying Rolex, but that's fine. Tudor is the today's Rolex vintage supplier. You have all the Rolex vintage watches in the Tudor lineup. So let's go back to Borealis, that for a fraction of the price, because we're talking here around 450 euros with a Miyota movement, no date in this case. I really prefer no dates for diving watches. 300 meters, that's outstanding. If you want to go diving, this is a totally ISO diver, if you want to put it in another way. You have a nice reinterpretation in the sense that you don't have the riveted bracelet. You have a very solid stainless steel bracelet. I think they have done a very good work with it. You have a solid case back with, yes, I think that's Ariel. I suppose it's Ariel from The Little Mermaid, probably. There is a mermaid, obviously, as you can see. I don't understand why, because it's called a bull shark. I probably would have expected a bull shark, but I think I have seen a bull shark in other watch brands. So probably that's the reason why you have a mermaid. But anyway, apart from that small topic, it would have been fun to have called this watch the Mermaid. I think actually there are no watches called the Mermaid. It would be interesting wearing a mermaid. So anyway, it's called BullShark, but it has all the characteristics that you would like to find in an ICO diver. And in this case, the bracelet and the clasp works very fine. I like it, as you can see. You have Borealis also there. You have a very nice bezel, and it is a clockwise. And as you can see, the movement is precise. It has almost none working back space, so that's perfect. It is a ceramic bezel, so that's the reason why you look at it as a very wide insert. The dial, as you can see, has this kind of how can we call it, beehive pattern, more or less. Not really, but it kind of reminds me of. And the color is a very nice off-white. I don't know how to describe it. You can probably see a little bit of in the video, but it is a very nice off-white. It looks almost like a pearl color. The luminova they use is Swiss-made BG9. It's very good quality. There are some changes in the color between the indexes. So as you can see, this is a watch that resembles a lot a Rolex. They tell you about this in the description. It offers a lot of things for the price. It has a very well known and good movement, the Miyota, so that's totally reliable piece of movement. You have a nice colorway here because you have several. You can actually choose. In their website, you have black, blue, and also you can choose the different hands. So you can clearly see here that you have an hour snowflake hand, but you can actually choose also to have the Mercedes hands. So that's an option, a nice option that you can have at the moment of the order. And I have to say, I have an order also ongoing for another of their models. They have several in their websites, and as I have seen some of them when they are produced and then the lot finish, it's the end of that line. They are shipping from Portugal, so if you're in Europe, you don't need to pay any extra taxes. That's a perk. And the watches are really well constructed. So you're going to be receiving quite a lot for the money you're going to be spending, and I think it is in line with what you will be expecting for a diver. So it's a nice thing also that it's called a BullShark and you have a mermaid on the back. I don't know the reason for that. I would really like to know. But I'm very happy with the watch. In this case, the white coloration, I think it works just fine. To make it different and particular compared to the original inspiration. So anyway, guys, I will be shooting more videos quite soon. I'm just a small wrist shot. I don't know if I remember to say, this is an 18 centimeters wrist, mine. And you have here a 38 millimeters case with a 47 millimeters lap to lap and almost 12.5 millimeters height. So that is for the technical specifications. If you want to see more of them, you can visit their website, obviously. And see you in the next video. I will probably be reviewing this latest edition. See you then. Bye bye.